Hi everyone. So what happened today was my phone was paused and I didn't realize. So I'm just showing you the colors that I put on my cards and I just applied them with this plastic spreader. This plastic card. I just spread those two colors across the cards. Three of them are taped around the edges and three of them aren't. My colors today are purple and green. At least I'm trying for it to be purple and green. And my plan is just to spread the paint, apply the paint, and then see what happens. I'm not sure yet what I want to do after I spread the paint, but I knew that I just wanted paint on my cards and I did not want to use my brush. Today I'm doing number ICAD 34 to 39. Yes, that would mean that I actually passed the first month's mark, which is great. I know the time for it is up, but I would like to try to continue and finish, hopefully in August, hopefully this month. So yes, I am enjoying the process. I actually did do this a while ago, but I've been having a lot of difficulty to get the voiceover done. So here we are today, quite a few days late after I've done it. So I thought, okay, let's bring back in those same purples and greens. I pulled out some papers that I would have painted. And these are papers, it's just white copy paper that I put paint on, different colors, because I knew that I really wanted to do some collage and I needed, I wanted to have certain colors. I actually have to update it with some colors that I have dwindled down. But yes, so I have this bright green and I thought this would be fantastic because the cards already look a bit dark to me. So I thought, let me add some of this nice bright green to pop it and then some dark purples to contrast against the lighter purples that are on the card. Well, the more medium range purples. But yes, so here I decided that I want to use sharp edges. Before I just ripped it and I had the rough edges, but then I thought, I think for this one, I want to use some sharp edges. So I'm using regular school glue and a brush to apply my paint. To apply the glue, to spread it, and then I'm just applying the pieces on. And this is a very calming process for me because I don't think too much. It's just a matter of, do I like this? Is this going to look good here with this flow here? Does this match or, gel well with this piece? And so yes, here I'm sharpening up my edges because I changed my mind, which is fantastic for an artist, I think. And I just decided I wanted sharp edges in these pieces rather than the rough edges. And now it's just a matter of deciding which pieces to use, which pieces feel right on the different cards, and trying to figure out where and how to place them, which, I suppose for some it might be a daunting process, but I like it, especially when I'm stressed out. It it might be strange, but it helps me relax because it helps me not to think too much. My focus is just figuring out where this piece should go, if I should use this piece or not. I guess it simplifies things for me in that sense. And for some of them, I realized that the darker, more solid pieces work better because there are some parts of the page where I painted and you're seeing a lot of white in between. And for me, some of these more solid pieces work better. And I'm also still trying to keep it simple. I'm trying to keep the layout, the design simple, as well as the paint selection simple. So that's why it's just two colors. At least I'm hoping I just use two colors. And because my pieces are so small, I thought my cards are so small, I thought it would be good to try and use smaller pieces in this one. And then also I'm thinking I'm getting kind of bored with just these straight lines, so I'm trying to cut out some different shapes to see how they look on the cards. But I'm actually really liking these two colors a lot. And I think that's important when you're creating, to enjoy the colors that you use, because it could help inspire you as you work on your piece, whatever it is, on your page, on your canvas, or whatever it is. I think it's pretty, even if it's colors that you're not accustomed to, you know, but there might be something in it that you enjoy looking at and enjoy working with. And I think that is also very inspiring as you continue to create your pieces. I'm experimenting with this pointy triangle piece, which I would not normally use, but it felt right. Oh, I guess not. I put it to the side. I thought it looked really cool just now. But I'm also looking at the cutoffs that I, would have cut. So if I cut a piece and the excess that remain, I'm also looking at those pieces to see if and how they could fit. But yeah, I'm trying to keep it small, trying to keep it simple. Oh, this looks cool too. Okay, so I went with this instead. But that slim triangle piece looked nice though. Yeah. And the thing with collages, once it's down, it's down. And I suppose that could be intimidating for some, but I mean, you could always paint over it and stick another piece down, I guess, you know, and it would create another layer. I don't know if that's the look you might be going for, because it would create another layer of texture. The only thing is the layers behind would get obscured, but it could be a good thing. I love experimenting in art and just, wondering, could this work? Maybe this would look good here. Let me just stick it down and see what happens. I think it's pretty cool. I found with this one that the shapes were very big for the card. And I was having a little difficulty trying to decide if to leave it, if it's too much, because it felt really big for the card and it was just a lot of green. So I'm trying to balance the card on with this one by adding these to the left side, and to decide if I should leave it or if it's too much of a heavy green presence on the card. I don't even remember how I solved it. Right, so I'm trying to cover some of that green because I found it was just too much. Yeah. And that is what I'm thinking. So for me, when I'm also doing this, I try to balance somehow where things aren't too heavy on the eye and it's just not too intense and just not too much. So I decided to solve that problem by covering some of the green with the purple, with the heavier purple, which I think looks really cool. It makes it pop even more. Now on to the next card, because the thing is with these, when I work on several pieces, I'm not sure if I'm actually finished sometimes. So I'll move on to another card and then come back to it at another point. So my eye will rest from that one. So I wouldn't see it from, it's like stepping away, going to do something else and then coming back by the desk. So that's actually what happens. My eye doesn't see it because I'm focused on the other card to the left. It's strange because it's right next to it, but that's actually what happens. And then if I'm stuck on the other card, I will go back to that card or I'll go to a different card. But when my eye is not on it, I'm not working on it, you know, it's like my eye takes a break from that composition, so it gets a rest from it, and then I return to it with fresh eyes. So with this one, I was like, hey, let me try and do a different shape, something I'm not, you know, I don't normally do. I ended up with these kind of house shapes, I guess, but there are no windows or doors or anything. And I thought I'd experiment with that, so I'm just getting the different shades of purple and green and cutting them out and trying to place them to see how they look. And I actually like them a lot, just to, you know, try and rearrange and make everybody fit and gel cohesively. But yeah, so I decided to stick these down and I like them a lot. So while that's drying, I'm gonna let that rest and I'm moving on to the next card because I want to see if I want to add anything else to the card. So I'm leaving that to dry and I'm moving on to another card. And I skipped over the one in the middle because I'm not ready to deal with that yet. I'm not sure if I'm done. And I'm cutting shapes for this one. So the shapes that I'm cutting is in response to what's already on the card. So I have this kind of straight edge, curved edge pieces on the card, and that is actually what I'm responding to. That gave me the idea to cut these new shapes here for this card. I think it's so interesting and very cool that, you know, the marks that we make, it helps us to respond to that. And so we make new marks based on the ones we've had before. I think it's really interesting and very cool. So I guess this is a kind of landscapey vibes at the bottom of this one, which was not the plan at all, but I like it a lot. Then I decided I didn't like it on that card, so I moved it. But because I like the design of it, but I just didn't like it on that card. So I moved it across and I thought, okay, let's try and do it. But it wasn't really fitting because I made it for the card that has the tape around it, which would have made it narrower. And if I moved it to the top, it just wouldn't fit right. So I decided to give that a break and I moved on to another card. I'm trying to get this to fit because I really like it. But the card was too wide because this one has no tape around it. And I've made my decision. I'm keeping it. I'm going to stick it down. I'm kind of praying that I get it stuck properly because usually when I move things, I don't usually put it back how it was. So I'm trying my best to get everything to fit so that it's not off the page or, you know, too narrow. And I'm getting it to fit. Yay! And what I'm doing is just putting glue at the bottom so that the top is free for me to tuck the other pieces in. and they fit. I mean, they probably weren't how they originally looked, but that's okay. And now I'm creating a quote-unquote sun shape. I found that the punch was too small, and so I'm using the paint bottle. It's a little bigger, and then I'm gonna cut it out and get it stuck on my card. Let me know which ones you like. I know for sure I really am enjoying the process of making these. What have y'all been up to? What have you been doing? Are you working in journals? Are you creating ephemera? You know, are you painting? Are you what are you doing? What have you been doing? So I like that, and I can't wait to separate it from the rest to see how it actually looks. I'm so excited. Because even though you can tell it's not the same as the other card, it's still jammed up against it. So it still kind of looks, I mean, it's family of the others because they're using the same colors, you know what I mean? But I just really wanted to see it separate, completely separate, and see how it looks. And then I dirtied it from the glue, so I just cut another piece and stuck it over it. Yay! So I really like how this looks. I'm cutting off my edges. Oh, I'm done. I seem to be done. So I'm separating my cards because I guess I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to see how it looked. Okay, so it's still too wet and I don't want to ruin it, so I'm leaving it to dry. And now I'm peeling off my tape, which is so exciting. And so for the next cards, I'm going to try the washi tape, as I believe it was Tony who suggested that I use washi tape. I think it was Tony. So I'm going to try washi tape for the next one, and we'll see how that comes off when it's time to reveal the painting. I love these. Oh my gosh. They look so good. It's like when you peel off the tape, it gives you an extra boost, you know, extra energy, and you're just like, oh my gosh, look at that. But I still felt it was missing something. So I'm just taking my pen and I'm just outlining the house shapes. And I found that helped a lot, and I love it. Not loved. I love it. Let me know which one is your fave or which ones you like the best. I hope this video inspired you to create something and to just cut things up and stick things down and, you know, not even think too much about it. Probably simplify things by choosing 2 or 3 colors and, you know, and do that. I really hope it has inspired you and encouraged you in your process to keep creating in whichever way that you do. At some point, I would love to learn how to knit. I don't know when, but I would love to learn that. And I think it's actually a big thing now. Like, it's getting bigger, but I think it would be cool because it looks very relaxing, and I've heard that it is very relaxing. I'm just adding some extra spots on my card. I love this one. I really love this one. He's so cute. And I love this one too. It's just really poppy. So I'm going to frame in these shapes and just kind of, I don't know, dull it down a bit by adding a black frame. I really like it. That shape to the top there looks kind of weird on the right. It looks like a chair, you know, like at that one. This one that I'm working on now, I'm now seeing it from a different angle, but it's fine. And I actually like this one too. It looks like it's missing a focal point of some sort, but I still like it. It's still a bit damp, but I couldn't wait anymore. I was like, I need to cut it. I want to see. So I cut it off. I tried to be very gentle, and I'm taking off my tape, and yes, I do like them a lot. I'm putting in my little black frame on it, and I think that makes a world of difference. This be stuck on by mistake, I think. It wasn't supposed to. Yeah, I'm trying to take it off and it's not working, so I'm just gonna get it stuck down, but it really wasn't supposed to be there. It's kind of weird. But I guess he really wanted to be on that card, so there you go. I love this one too. I love this one. So let me know which ones you love or like, prefer, and I will see you in the next video. And here are my cards. I love them. These colors are just lovely. And I don't know what colors to use next, so I'll see. I'm gonna sit down right now and do another set. So here they are, my lovely pieces. Let me know what you think.